Hi and welcome to another video. Now, as usual, my name is Jeffrey and you're welcome to Inquisitive Universe. Now, people who have been watching the channel will know that this is not my usual setup. It's a rather impromptu video that I really wanted to make whilst the thoughts were still fresh in my head. I did not want to write it down. I just wanted to make it as it came to me. So therefore, there's going to be some background noise which I cannot control. There's also going to be chickens, lots of chickens, but with that out of the way, let's get started. So in this video I want to talk about tech groups and why it's important to be in one, right? Because I was scrolling through Facebook about barely 30 minutes ago, and on Xiaomi Nigeria's page I saw somebody complain bitterly about how they used to have a Redmi Note 9 Pro, but they bought a Redmi Note 11 and it cannot live up to what the Redmi Note 9 Pro could do, and he was feeling very bad about it. And it was weird to me because I was like, seriously bro, on every tech group that has to do with Xiaomi, there were basically labels on that phone telling you that if you own a certain class of phone, or if you've used a certain class of phone, please do not buy this or that of the new Redmi Note 11 series because it will be a downgrade. You should be able to get this and you should be able to get this because then it would be like the standard you're used to, or probably an upgrade. I made 2 videos about it, made countless posts about it, not just like on my blog but on several places. Like, you didn't see any of these, and he probably couldn't have seen them because he's probably not in a tech group. So that's what this video is all about. Now, let's get straight into it. What is a tech group? Basically, a tech group is a group of people who are enthusiastic about tech. Now, in this case, it could be smartphone tech, it could be PC tech, it could be software tech, but basically tech is tech, right? Even if it's about televisions, who wants to the latest smart TV or 4K or whatever resolution of TV, it's still a tech group, so long as the primary purpose or the sole purpose of the group is to discuss tech, then it's a tech group. But a tech group doesn't mean that all they talk about is tech, because I have been in several groups myself. I'm also running at least 2 or 3 right now at the moment. So I mean, we'll talk about life, we'll talk about other things, politics, but basically what we're all there for, what brought us all together, is that we love tech and we like to discuss it. Now, why should you be in a tech group? Well, because as long as you own a piece of tech, which is a smartphone, which is a necessity in today's world, you are going to need to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not saying keep up with the Joneses that if iPhone 13 is out or iPhone 14 is out, you should go and buy it. No, there are key information or updates that you need to be on top of concerning your smartphone. A very common one is what happened with the Redmi 9T, for example. We've known for more than a year now about the dead boot issue when it started in Southeast Asia, and we're hoping it wouldn't come here, like it wouldn't affect the phones that were released for the African market, but it did. And we're already brainstorming and checking, like, what's wrong with these phones? Is it a software issue? Is it a hardware issue? And what should be done? And lots of people started shooting like mails to Xiaomi, feedback, complaints and all that. And then I think it was relatively clear after some investigation by the company that it was a hardware issue, and therefore hardware fault from the company, from the production. So anybody who had a fault with the phone could simply, so long as they didn't violate their warranty, they could, if they suffered the deadboot issue, they could pick up their phone and go to any Raya Care Center and have their phone fixed. Do you believe that right now, over a year later, over a year and a half later approximately, I think, there are some people who still have no idea what a deadboot is, why it's happening to the Redmi 9T, and what they should do, and they currently own the phone? Because there's so many people who will tell you that tech groups are big. I don't want to be part of a tech group. I don't understand the grammar that they're talking about. I'm not just interested. I don't have the time. These are the same people who can binge watch an entire series 6 hours straight. They're the same people who will not miss a football match. I mean, I am a football lover myself. These are people who can play games for hours. These are people who can talk and gossip and then go visit or go to all the occasions they want to go to. Now, I'm not knocking anybody for having whatever pursuits that they have. Everybody have what they like, and everybody will do what they do. You get, but you have a piece of you have a smartphone in your hand, a piece of technology that, you know, things happen. The smartphone world isn't like the old days where we had those old Java phones where it was basically still you bought your phone and it was yours. No updates, nothing happened, unless maybe by some accident you dropped your phone inside the bowl of hot lava or something, and then, you know, whatever it is, or you got a very, very bad virus. But the smartphone world is actually very dynamic, and things can change at the drop of a hat. So you need to be in these groups so that you get updated about your device. It's very sad. I mean, lots of people say, hey, it's not your outing, it's not your book, or it's not your movies that you're watching. Yes, but in the end, you see, when something happens, that's when people realize that tech groups are important. That's when, you know, you start seeing stuff like long time reader, first time commenting. Oh, I was searching for something and it brought me here. Somebody referred me here. I have a problem. And lots of these people are starting to turn like tech groups from where people are supposed to have like exchange of ideas and discuss like latest tech can happen is into solution centers. You go into, you see this one, oh, I have a problem with my phone. They probably never comment, they never add to the discussion, they're never even there to like for the banter and for the laughs and for the stuff, but they just show up, I have a problem. Like, why is it that many people, it's only when they have problems that they realize that tech groups are important? Tech groups are not for problems alone. Tech groups are for socializing, for example. Tech groups are for keeping up with, especially if it is a group that has to do with the particular brand that you are in, because yes, brand identity is real now, and you could go into Xiaomi groups, you could go into Samsung groups, you could go into different groups. There are many different groups that you could go into if you want to like focus on a specific brand. There are also other general non-brand specific groups like Inquisitive Universe, which I run, where we talk about a whole lot of things, where it's no holds barred. We don't care whose ox is God. Like, if it's Samsung that messes up, if it's Xiaomi that messes up, if it's Apple that messes up, we put it on the table flat out, right? Now there are lots of other groups that you could go to. There are many uses for groups. Like I said, one, socializing. Two, you could keep up with latest updates and events about your smartphone. Three, you could learn photography, for example. Yes, you could learn. I learned photography myself from a tech group. You could learn how to read specs. You could get educated on how smartphones work. There are many stuff you could learn from tech groups, and then it would make you even better. It would like make you an all round a better person, and to stop you, to save you from making silly mistakes, like having used a Redmi Note 9 Pro with a Snapdragon 720G, you downgrade to a Snapdragon 680 and then expect the same performance from a 680 as what you got from a Snapdragon 720G. I'm guessing, I don't know, I don't really know what people are thinking or how people think, but like, it needs to be said, and somebody has to say it, right? Somebody has to say. I know lots of people who, like, any little thing they'll tell you, I don't want to be part of a tech group. I'll go to YouTube, I'll go and watch a review. Most of your what's it called, most of your fans, most of the people that you run along to go and watch on YouTube, I'm sorry to say, most of them are only doing paid advertisements for phones. I've not really seen a lot of them sit down and say, okay, let's look at, this is what you can do with your phone. You can do this, or this and that and this, or look at processors this, or look at batteries this. It's always the next phone review, the next phone review, the next phone review. If nobody wants to talk about how your phones work, so you can't really get such help from YouTube. It's up to these tech groups where you are in with people who would give you, like, you know, digested information that they've learned over the years, that they'll digest and just drop it for you to listen to. So to round up, do not wait until you have a problem. That, for example, I have a Samsung A50 now, for example, and then I'll wait till my Samsung A50 develops a problem before I'll start looking for Samsung groups, or I'll wait till my Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro gets a problem before I start, like, where is Xiaomi group now? Where is it? Start locating it. No, you're doing that at the detriment to yourself. It's not to anybody else. Please make it a habit to keep up with tech groups. If a tech group isn't good for you, there are several others. You can always get out of there and get into another one. There's plenty of groups to join in, but do not just sit down on your hands and then, you know, like, I don't know, expect knowledge or something or help to fall from anywhere. You've got to be part of groups. Seriously. My name is Jeffrey, and this has been an impromptu video. I have taken way too much time. I will be signing out.